Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the Through the Mist scarf. Now this is a wonderfully cozy crochet scarf to work. It's going to work up fairly quickly and you're only going to use one cake of yarn if you're working with the same cake brand of cake that I am working with. But it's absolutely wonderful, same on both sides. It's a great reversible pattern and so cozy. It's a rectangular scarf. It measures approximately 10 inches across by 67 inches long. I'll give you some instruction a little later on how you can adjust it. For the project, you're going to need a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook, and then the yarn I'm working with today is the Caron Cloud Cakes, but the perfect phasing stream of those cakes by Yarnspirations. For the scarf, you're going to need almost all of the full cake, which is about 720 yards, and this is a medium to worsted weight yarn. You'll also wish to have a copy of the free written instructions, which are on my website at richtexturescrochet.com. I've put a link that will take you directly to the pattern if you wish in the description of this video. Also down in the description you'll find direct links to my 2 crochet books available now on Amazon, a collection of my favorite crochet stitches, as well as a collection of beautiful crochet blankets featuring a geometric design. Those are there for you to take a look. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Now our pattern today is worked in rows, and it's worked from the short ends all the way across. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by making a slip knot. You're then going to work a foundation chain, and our foundation chain today is going to be 49 chains. If you wish to change the size of your scarf, the width of it, you're going to need a multiple of 5 stitches plus 4 for that foundation chain. Once again, I'll be chaining 49. There's 30. Once you have that foundation chain worked, you're going to begin row 1 by working 1 double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. So count in 1, 2, 3, 4. I am working into the back bumps of my stitches. It's really just personal preference. Into that 4th chain, work 1 double crochet. You're then going to double crochet into each chain all the way across. Your chain 3 at the start does count as 1 double crochet stitch. At the end of row 1, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Including that starting chain 3, you're going to have a total of 47 stitches. For row 2, rows 2 through to 6, so for the next 5 rows, we're going to work some double crochet ribbing. So to begin, you're going to work a half double crochet into the top of your first stitch. Your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. You're then going to work a front post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. To work the front post double crochet, yarn over, bring your hook in front of your work and insert your hook from front, around back, and out through the front again, around the post of that next stitch. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more. You're then going to work a back post double crochet. To work the back post double crochet, yarn over, bring your hook in back of your work and insert from the back, around front, and out through the back again around the post of the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 more. That's your back post double crochet. We're going to repeat that all the way across until 1 stitch remains. Front post double crochet around the post of the next stitch, and back post double crochet around the post of the next. Front post double crochet and back post double crochet all the way across until 1 stitch remains, which will be that turning chain 3. At the end of your row 2, you're working your final half double crochet into the top of that turning chain 3. So half double crochet into the top of your turning chain 3, chain 1, and turn your work. We want to continue with our double crochet ribbing. So for row 3, where you're going to begin with your half double crochet in the first stitch, and then you're going to see that you have a back post double crochet here next. So this time for row 3, we're going to begin with a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch, followed by a front post double crochet around the post of the next. Back post double crochet, followed by front post double crochet. You're going to repeat that all the way across until you come to your first stitch, and then you're going to work a half double crochet into the top of the final stitch. At the end of row 3, you're going to finish off with a half double crochet into the top of your final stitch, chain 1, and turn your work. Now for rows 4, 5, and 6, the next 3 rows, we're going to continue with our double crochet ribbing, half double crochet in the first stitch, and then begin with a front post double crochet. You're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 once more, and then you're going to finish off on a repeat of row 2. So you'll work a repeat of row 2, then 3, then 2 again, and at the end of row 6, you can meet me back here. At the end of row 6, you'll have finished your double crochet ribbing, and we're now going to get into the main texture in our scarf pattern. So for row 7, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and we're simply going to begin by working some single crochet. So single crochet into the top of your first stitch, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. You're going to continue to have 47 stitches. At the end of row 7, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 8, we're going to start working some of the main texture. You're going to begin by working 1 double crochet into the top of your first stitch. Then you're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and into your next stitch, work 3 double crochet stitches, all into the same stitch, chain 1, and double crochet back into the same stitch. You're then going to skip the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, then into your next stitch, repeat. Work 3 double crochet stitches, chain 1, and double crochet back into the same stitch. Repeat that all the way across. Once you come all the way across row 8 and have 3 stitches remaining, you're going to finish off row 8 by skipping the next 2 stitches and then working 1 double crochet into your final stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. For row 9, double crochet into the top of your first stitch. You're then going to work a front post double crochet around the post of the next double crochet stitch. Next, work 3 double crochets, chain 1 and double crochet into the next chain 1 space. So right after that front post double crochet into the chain 1 space, work 3 double crochets, chain 1 and double crochet into the same space. You're then going to skip the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and repeat. Work a front post double crochet around the post of the next stitch and into your chain 1 space, work 3 double crochets, chain 1 and double crochet into the same space. Repeat this all the way across. And you'll finish off with a double crochet into the top of the final stitch. When you come all the way across the end of row 9, finish off working 1 double crochet into the top of your final double crochet stitch. You're then going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 10, similar to row 9, we're going to double crochet into that first stitch. Work a front post double crochet around the post of the next double crochet stitch, and then into your chain 1 space, work 3 double crochets, chain 1 and double crochet back into the same space. Repeat that all the way across to your final stitch and work a double crochet into the top of your final stitch. Now, as for the pattern, you're going to continue to repeat row 10 for rows 11 onward. Repeat this row 10 until the scarf measures approximately 63 inches or the desired length. Once you have 63 inches, and that's from the beginning including your ribbing, you can meet me back here and we're just going to work a few more double crochet ribbing rows in order to finish off the scarf. So meet me back here at the end. I'm just going to work a couple more rows and then show you how the ribbing is done in the scarf at the end. Now I've just finished working one more row here in my scarf, but I want to show you how to once again pick up the double crochet ribbing at the end. So what you're going to do is once you've worked your 63 inches, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. We're now going to evenly work 47 double crochet stitches all the way across. Now the nature of these shells is that we have added stitches to create this kind of 3D textured look. So we have to go back down to the 47. So what you're going to do is just double crochet into the top of your first stitch. And then you can decide when you want to skip a stitch. So I'm actually going to skip this first double crochet and chain 1. I always skip the chain 1s when I'm working this final row. And then I'm going to double crochet into the next stitch. You're going to continue working double crochet stitches just evenly spaced all the way across, occasionally skipping some. You'll want to make sure that you have a total of 47 stitches at the end, and then we can continue on with the ribbing. Once you've worked 47 double crochets across, and I ended up just skipping every chain one space or every chain one stitch, you're going to chain one, turn your work, and you're now going to work your 5 rows of front and back post double crochet. So just as you did before, half double crochet into that first stitch, front post double crochet around the post of the next, followed by back post double crochet. Front post and then back post all the way across. For your row 2, same idea, except that you're going to start with a back post double crochet. So for your final 5 rows, you're simply going to repeat your rows 2 through to 6, and then at the end of your repeat of row 6, you're going to fasten off, weave in your ends, and that's all there is to working your Through the Mist scarf. You can go ahead and enjoy. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to subscribe. Head on over to richtexturescrochet.com, grab a copy of the free written instructions. They're there to follow on my website, and enjoy your Through the Mist scarf. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.